and you have the audacity to call her up and ask her for another cool 500, I'll be damned if I do. I'll be damned if I do. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Lyf of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 3, Episode 7, recap and review, Blue Skies, Blue Eyes. Y'all see I'm back from vacation, but the girls are not. We take off where we left off last week, right in the middle of their argument, where Candace is reading the hell out of Gizelle. Okay, so Ashley afterwards caught the women off, to go show them their rooms. I'm like, dang, y'all ain't found your rooms yet? But they go find their rooms, and as they're walking off, Ashley tell Candace, hey, let that shit roll off your back, let that shit go for real, okay? So Karen tell Gizelle that she don't see any reason that Candace went off like that in the truck or in the bus. But in the confessionals, Karen say Candace had every right to go off on the extra. But she felt that the geriatric comment was a little bit too much, even though she found it funny as fuck. We did too. I know I did. And I don't think that it was too much, to be honest. Sharice could be putting her damn place through. Well, Candace, she calls Chris to update him on what had happened. She talking kind of loud. Walls kind of thin. Monique and Ashley, they overhear our conversation, and Monique is feeling like Candace is not still not confronting it head on. That she taking all her problems back to the quiet space of her own, surroundings instead of addressing it head on. And Ashley like, no, I think she took our advice very well, and she kind of went a little bit over the top with it. You know what I'm saying? So, Monique issue is that she likes Candace. She wants to be Candace's friend, but she's supposed to be the extra's friend, So she actually have a talk with her, which I actually couldn't appreciate the conversation she had. She says, I don't want you to get isolated by the rest of the women, and but if it came down to it, I got the extras back because that's my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So she let her know that, but she said she didn't want their friendship to come to a halt because of that before it even gets a chance to grow. And I was like, okay, and I feel you, Monique, I feel you, but at the same time, they shady as fuck, and Candace had every right to address them hoes as they were addressed, in the manner in which they was addressed. If they want to come at her sideways, she can come back at them crooked. That's how I feel about it. She got the right to stand up for herself. So Bravo really knows how to lead us into a story. And there's two storylines that they really do in this too. Shermy Sherm ain't answering the phone for old Gizelle, and she all confused about why he ain't picking up the phone, because she talked to him every day. Hey, that's normal for them. The man probably need to breathe. And yes, I say breathe with the V. He probably need to breathe. Gizelle seems overbearing. The other story that they leading us into is the Monique and the alcohol. Monique asked Ashley, why does her eyes look red? And Ashley said, well, it's probably because of all the wine. And Monique is like, no, it's probably the eyeliner. She didn't even catch the shade at the moment because she's drunk. But I don't think that Monique has a drinking problem. I think she's using alcohol right now to drink away her problems, but I don't think she's necessarily an alcoholic. But Gizelle go in and tell Robin, we need to keep an eye on Monique and her drinking because she already ran off the road, ended up in a ditch. And Robin's like, what? I got kids. I'm tired too. People don't just get tired in the middle of the day and drive their cars into the middle of a ditch and crash. And I'm thinking, yeah, and people do it all the time. People do it all the time. And you ain't got to have kids to be tired. You know what I'm saying? So stop that. Don't even use that as an excuse. You act like you really got a full life. Whatever. Anyway. The ladies are off to dinner, and at dinner is where stuff always pops off. Always. So, while they're at dinner, Ashley mama starts texting her. Hell to the fucking no. Hell no. She already paid $3,000 to $3,500 for your freaking mortgage, and then she gives you an extra $1,500 a month just on GP, on top of the fact you, mama, got a job. Okay? On top of that fact, and you have the audacity to call her up and ask her for another cool 500, I'll be damned if I do. I be damned if I do. Her mother is manipulative as fuck. She's a freaking con artist. And she has behaviors like she's a fucking drug addict. That's what she reminds me of. Either she got a drug problem or a gambling problem to coincide with her manipulation. Because that's usually when the manipulation broods itself in such a manner. You living off of, got a dude living off of you for 15 years that ain't never had a job according to your daughter. And you in your right mind don't think that something's wrong with that. You got a drug problem. Both of y'all probably using it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. So anyway, apparently Ashley must have put her foot down, or Michael did, one of the two, because Ashley lets us know her mama got a week to move out of that house. So evidently she ain't gave up that man. It's either she keep the house and Ashley keep paying for it, or she give up the fucking house and get out. Well, I guess mama decided to get out because she wasn't getting rid of the man. So she got a week to move. So Ashley's like, okay, what's going on with your house situation? You got some place to go? She's like, I'm working on it. She ain't working on it, Ashley. She is not working on it. What she working on is your damn nerves. She waiting on you to get to the last minute and say, oh my God, I can't let my mom be out on the street, and for you to back down and cower and then run back to her aid. That's what she's waiting on. That's what she's working on. She's working on you, Ashley. So, Ashley tell him that Michael ain't having it anymore. And either she cut her mom off financially, or he gonna cut the relationship off. I agree. I mean, well, I guess because like I said, Michael to cut Ashley off financially, but that's gonna cause them more problems in their marriage, and eventually their marriage is gonna dissolve as well. So I guess so. Yes, cut it off. Cut it off. Not gonna take care of her mooching ass mama. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I can't stand Robin. But in that confessional when Robin was saying that I genuinely care about Ashley and her financial situation, she did not seem sincere at all. Matter of fact, it looked like she was laughing at me. That's what it looked like. I just can't stand Robin, y'all. Gizelle tells Ashley, you know what, I agree with Michael. Your mama need to be cut loose. You got to show her some tough love. You know, and I have to agree. I've said it 1,000 times already. Candace is like taking this information and is like, okay, I need to set some boundaries with my mama. You know, I know our situation ain't exactly the same, but some boundaries need to be set. And I think the main one for Candace is that Candace need to get out of her mama pocket a little. Just a little. And her mama needs to accept the fact that just because she's willing to help her daughter out, and she's willing to provide for her daughter, that does not give her the right to continuously to treat her like a child. She's a 30-year-old grown woman. And just because you accept money from your parents, I hear a lot of reviewers say that because Candace is accepting money from her mother, that makes her a child. That does not make her a child. There's a lot of things that go along with maturity, and money ain't the end all to the be all. For me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself. I work my ass off. I work my ass off to provide myself and my child a good life, but that does not mean just for the here and now. That means for the future as well, which means I'm working my ass off now so my motherfucking child don't have to struggle, which is basically how I see Candace's mom. She worked her ass off, started her own business, and she got things in a situation where she could provide for her kids as long as she possibly can. Her kids ain't got to struggle. But the problem that I'm seeing with Candace's mom is she still uses that money as a means to control her daughter and to treat her daughter as if she's a child, as if she has no rights to make decisions about her own life. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that my daughter is set. When she steps foot out into the world 100, she has a solid foundation to step out on. And I see that with Candace. Candace is trying to start her own business. Somebody complained, I think, in the comment section, I don't know if it was my video or somebody else's video, that having a hairline ain't a real career. Bullshit. Do you know how much money there is to be made in hair? Black people alone? Just selling hair to black people alone? Are you kidding me? There's no... running a hair business is not a career? You got to be stupid. You got to be stupid. That is a career. And as you can see, the conversation that she was having with her sister is like, we need to really step the game up, because I don't want mama to have to keep stepping in and try to make decisions for what we are going to be doing in our business. Yes, I know she invested in it, but like, all investors don't have a day-to-day say in daily operation. You know, investors and partners are totally different. That's what people are not understanding. An investor and a partner is totally different. A partner can bring in capital as well. Investors can bring in capital, but investors don't normally have say on the day-to-day operations. You pitch them an idea or what you think the business is supposed to go like, and they say this is worth putting my money into, and I get paid royalties, profits, or whatever from that business. But that does not necessarily say that I can come in and say you need to change the golden arch to golden seas because I invested. That doesn't necessarily say that. Okay, so let me get off my soapbox, because I keep hearing a lot of doggone reviewers say that she's irresponsible. How does that make her irresponsible? Just because her mother? I don't see it as she asking her mother to do it. I think her mother's just doing it because she can. She's paved the way for herself and her daughters to not have to want for shit, and so she's taken care of. Yes, Candace can't say, yeah, Mama, I don't need it. I don't want that. Let me make my own way. She can't say that. But what kid wants to do that? Y'all don't say nothing about what these white kids do that shit. Let these black girls have inheritance, upbringing, and a lineage to live off of as well. Fuck that. If I got it, my kid gonna have it. Plain and simple. And I don't think that I'm teaching them irresponsibility, because I've raised her a certain way, and she knows how to appreciate money. She knows how to value money. She knows how to invest money. And hopefully she'll learn from me how to operate a business successfully as soon as I fucking learn how to do it successfully. I'm getting there. Me or my daughter, one of us gonna get there first. That's what we saying. But anyway, yeah, I want to be the type of parent that helps my child build an empire, and hopefully not be a parent that is gonna take over the empire just because I'm financially investing into it. Okay, so anyway, that really burns me up. Like, I don't know what is with us, with black people. We are so quick to kick our children out the house just because they turn 18. We figure that because we raised them and we put a roof over their house, put food in their mouth, that once you hit 18, everything stops. The buck stops here. That's why the fuck we struggle as adults, as black people. I'm speaking to black people because I don't know about anybody else, because I ain't nobody else. I'm black. We struggle. I wish I did have a motherfucking financial support in my family. Are you kidding me right now? Like, we say, oops, you're 18, go figure it out on your own. But you didn't set them a foundation. You figured that your values are the foundation. Their values are gonna get them by. You didn't build them a financial foundation for them to step out and not have to struggle. I don't know why we as black people think that struggling is so much more valued. If I got $1 million struggling, and if I got $1 million in inheritance, it's still a fucking $1 million. It's what you do with the money once you got it. But anyway, let me go, let me move on. Anywho, I guess a lot of time has passed. The whole press conference thing, Karen said it was a year ago. Ashley was trying to tell the ladies that they're going to be splitting the teams. And Karen was like, yeah, I'm going shooting because I got a lot of aggression I need to get off my chest, off of that stuff that happened last year. And she was like, they're like, what? And she said, yeah, I don't think real friends will come at you like Robin and Gizelle did, or Gizelle did. And Giselle's like, wait a minute, I thought we was all past that, you know. I had the little reading and we kumbaya and everything. Karen said, I ain't past it. I ain't past it. They roll clipped and they said it was 5 weeks ago. So I'm going to assume this was like December for Karen to have said it was last year. You know, 5 weeks. It probably would be rolling from December to January. Okay, then Robin's like, are you serious right now? Yeah, serious as a heart attack. Serious as a heart attack. And she says, because you bitches were mad, disrespectful, and hurtful as my so-called friends. And she said, I just can't get over that. Gizelle say, like I said, all this was supposed to be hashed out. And since we didn't hash it out then, I don't want to hear right now. That's what she said to us in confessionals. But she said, but Karen must be drunk, so I'm going to let her go and have this moment. I'm going to let her have this moment. Karen said, I don't talk about y'all motherfucking husbands. Y'all should say nothing about mine. Y'all need to back the fuck up off mine. Matter of fact, y'all owe him an apology. And she was specifically talking to Gizelle and the extra, as the extra had made comments like the year before or whatever. And you know, Gizelle and the extra say, you know what, we'll apologize. We're going to sit him down. We'll even take him out to lunch. We're going to actually apologize. Robin's sitting there like, I wish I would apologize for something. I ain't apologized for a damn thing. That's the look she had on her face. Then she goes in to say, Gizelle, what are you apologizing for? Like, what business of it is yours? Gizelle said she was going to apologize. Why do you care what she's apologizing for? Anyway, Karen's like, don't even try it. Don't even fix your lips to say the words. Why you always got something to say? Why you always chiming in, popping off the lip? Karen said, if you won't be for me, then I'm going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to be her puppet every time that she says something, you want to run your butt up along and tag along on the conversation, you know, roll up off of me and my man, you too. So the extra is like, you know, come on, y'all, let's use your inside voices. Karen brought her tone down. She brought her tone down so minimum. She leaned in on her ass and said, Robin, shut the fuck up. I loved it. I can't stand Robin. I don't know how many times I can say this. I cannot stand Robin. But she said, I want you to grow the hell up and put your own panties on for a change. Stop wearing Gizelle's. The extra say, ooh, I like drunk Karen. Karen say, no, this ain't drunk Karen. This is real Karen. I was here to have the real moment with Gizelle. And then Robin said, no, it was a real strange moment. It wasn't for you. Evidently, she don't even consider you a real friend because she addressed the extra and Gizelle. Well, anyway, Robin chimed in agreeing, like I said, with how it's a strange moment. And she's like, I asked a question. I made a statement. You do know the difference, right? Here's how I'm extremely intelligent. Very intelligent. And you are the dizziest bitch at this table. Robin said, what? Say that again. I'm the dizziest what? Karen, like I didn't stutter. I didn't miss my words. I said bitch. And I didn't say batch this time. I used the real word with my intelligent ass. Candace say, now see, that's calling somebody a bitch. Anyway, they get Karen to apologize for calling her a bitch. And Robin's like, no, a dizzy bitch. She's like, I ain't apologizing for the dizzy part. But eventually, you know, she didn't apologize for it all. Anyway, so Gizelle, the extra, Karen, and Monique, they go fly fishing. And I thought Karen was supposed to be going shooting, but I guess she got her aggressions out. Ashley, Candace, and Robin, they went shooting. Today, Gizelle is like, what am I apologizing for? Now, you knew what you was apologizing for yesterday, but today, I knew that was fake. I knew that was fake when she said it. When she said, oh yeah, we had to apologize. I knew that was fake. They some fake ass women. Y'all know these women get on my nerves, y'all. They get on my nerves. Ooh. I don't know who get on my nerves worse. These women or, nah, basketball wise women. Oh. Evelyn Lozada, Shawnee, they get on my fucking nerves. Anyway. Okay, so she said, I'm not apologizing to the broke Bill Gates because that's what he is. The extra say, well, look, he was hurt by a comment. Gizelle say, well, I'm only apologizing if he is going to be receptive to the apology. Karen say, no, hooker, you apologize because that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But Gizelle tell us she ain't apologizing for a damn thing. So, you know, that's because she meant everything she said. Anyway, the extra, she tell us that Karen kept her up all night bonding, you know, so I guess they kind of made amends a little bit, and she revealed some of her secrets to her, and now she's about to spill the tea, I'm assuming. So Karen is going to set her up with Mr. Blue Eyes. And I thought that was Karen's bodyguard or something like that. If I remember correctly, you know, the extra is like, Karen says, matter of fact, the extra is the one that Karen said, that she said was Karen was, I can't even talk. The extra is the one that said Karen was cheating with Blue Eyes. So why you seem all giddy that Karen gonna set you up with this dude? Make it make sense to me. Oh, that's right. He's the driver. Gizelle said it. Gizelle said that Blue Eyes is her driver. Whatever. Anyway, after Karen tell the extra, stop lying. I ain't say that. Then she said, y'all, we all know that Karen is messing around with Blue Eyes, that their relationship is more than a friendship. I don't even think they was friends. It's supposed to be her driver. He's an employee, right? Whatever. Anyway, Gizelle tell her that Ashley say, well, you know, she said you was booed up with him up in her restaurant. Apparently, Ashley's stepson, or Michael's son, saw them at the restaurant in the corner in a compromising position, according to Gizelle. And I'm like, why the hell would Karen go into a public place that they are all known to be in with her side piece and be in a compromising position? That don't make sense to me, even if she was creeping. That's just like, Come on now, because the streets are talking. Y'all see how my hair got dyed extra light right there, make it look like I ain't got no edges. Oh well, okay. Anywho, Karen said, well, if Ashley is saying that, shame on her, but I ain't gonna trip off that shit right there. But Gizelle like, no, you need to front her about that, because she's spreading that doggone rumor. So here Gizelle go. Shit stirring. Karen did say she wasn't tripping off of it. Now you want her to stir the pot. Well, anyway, Ashley in the car stirring up shit too about Monique and the drinking. She's like, I'm concerned about her, you know, because she killed that whole bottle of wine back in the truck. What was we on the bus? And then of course the accident, she had 4 glasses of martinis, you know, versus the 2 that Monique said she had. So at dinner, again, you know, when the shit pops off, Monique throws Candace on the bus, saying, you know, she being all extra stuff, since she was reserved at first. When was Candace ever reserved? Never. She was never reserved. She came in the door extra, which is why us as viewers didn't like Candace's story, how extra she was. But this was Monique saying, you know, and Ashley's like, wait a minute. She was the one that's egging her on, trying to bring her all her extra out, and now she like acting like this ain't what we told her to do. So Ashley said, no girl, don't do my girl like that. She did exactly as we advised her to do. Then they brought up Monique saying that the extra was jealous of Candace, of the budding friendship, which of course Monique denies. Like, I didn't say the words jealous. Semantics, girl. That's semantics. Because you definitely implied that there is a possibility that your new friendship with Candace is what was pissing the extra off, and why she could possibly be mad. And so it was semantics. Just because you didn't say the word jealous, it was implied. Anyway, then Robin said, well, Monique, are you good? Because Ashley said you was wasted before the accident. See, semantics. How I just used the word wasted instead of drinking 4 glasses. Semantics. It means the same damn thing. Anyway, Ashley's face looked like, oh shit, oh, how did my name get brought up? I wasn't ready for this. And Monique is like, lies. I didn't have 4 drinks. I only had 2. But I was sipping on another drink first, and I had him bring me 2 martinis. So you really had 3 or 2.5 or something like that. The other one's probably too strong. Well, anyway, in my opinion, in poetry's twisted views, you shouldn't have had any and got behind the wheel of a motherfucking car. Especially since for weeks now we've been hearing about how fucking tired you are. So you know that you've been so exhausted lately, even though you claim that you didn't realize how tired you was. You know, for the past few weeks you've been so exhausted. And now you're going to go take a drink or 2 or 3 or 4, however many it was in the middle of the damn day, and you crash your fucking car. You shouldn't have had any at all. At all. And Ashley said, you know what? Without a doubt, it was 3. And I know I was tipsy when I left her. Okay? So Monique said, well, my tolerance is high now. I can handle at least 5 before I start throwing up. It's throwing up people that drink. It's throwing up the cutoff point. Y'all drink until you throw up. And that's when you say, oh, I can't drink. I can't drive now because I threw up. That's how y'all determine that? I don't know, because I don't drink. So anyway, Ashley was like, you know what? It's not the drinking that was my concern. My concern is you. Like, is there something going on with you? Are you okay? That's what I was trying to figure out. And, you know, Monique went on about all the stuff she had to do around the house, how tired she was. She still didn't tell them about the miscarriage, but she went on and on and on about everything else. So Karen said, well, you know, Ashley, since you're talking, you know, you got to spread the news, let's address the blue eye situation. And Ashley's like, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead on now. And she said, no, I got a lot of male friends. Don't get that twisted. Let's not get that twisted, but it don't mean anything. You know, my husband is secure with my relationship with him. So Ashley said, so what's really up there? What's really going on? Y'all got an arrangement or something? I guess she was implying that they had an open marriage. And she said, well, have you been physical with the dude? And she said, Karen said, has Michael been physical with his gay lover in London? Ashley, like, every time she bring it up, she like, that's not true about Michael. Girl, that's true about Michael. I could have sworn when y'all first came on the show, y'all said that Michael was bisexual, and you said you were bisexual. But now she's saying that Michael ain't never had sex with another man. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. But anyway, Karen is deflected. She really is. Like, Ashley, all these women annoy me, but I do love the boldness of Ashley. She blunt. She get to the point. She don't want to sugarcoat what the fuck she's saying. I appreciate that about Ashley. And usually when she does it, she's generally being, I think, genuine and sincere when she's asking the questions. She's not doing it to be like how Karen came back at her, like, well, did your husband sleep with another man? She's not doing it to be malicious and deceitful or revengeful. She's like saying it as a matter of fact, like, dude, this is what I know, or this is what I heard, and I'm just trying to get a straight answer, you know. So even though it may not be any of her business, but still. So Karen makes it clear, though, if my man is insecure with our relationship, he'll let me know. But he's very secure with my relationship. He's not worried about my friends. If he had a problem with this man, he would have told me. The man would not be my friend. So I'm still trying how to drive her friend, but that's okay. Anyway, so the extra, she chimed in like, well, last night, here come the tea. You told me that Ray wanted a divorce. Everybody look at Karen, and Karen say, yeah. I wasn't ready. Well, damn. Well, Ray wanted a divorce. I guess we're going to learn more about this next episode. That is all we got for the Real Housewives of Potomac for today. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comment section. If you feel like I missed anything, leave it in the comment section. Like the video if you haven't already done so. Thumbs it up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And hit the notification bell on your way out so that way you can be notified when all of these videos happen to pop up on the screen. Thank you for coming. Peace.